GMO is genetically modified genetically modified organism. Yeah, we can have plants which have been modified, we have animals which have been modified, and also some minerals.
GMO, as in, from the definition, it is genetically modified organisms, and from that, when we come to the plants and animals, for the case of Kenya, whatever has been approved as the genetically modified organisms in plants, and the government has approved the importation, the cultivation, and the entrance into the market of these foods. They have been grown before 2012, when the government raised the ban against GMOs, and this time we thank the government that they have been able to approve, so that we can use them as a country, like it has been used in other countries like the US, Europe, and Asia, including Africa, South Africa, and other countries. So we find it important.
So what are these benefits?
As a scientist, say I'm active with the mission of Kenya approving GMOs to be practiced in Kenya. So it will be advantageous to agriculturalists and maybe farmers. Okay, one, we have crops which are disease resistant and pest resistant. There will be enough food supply in the country, and also
we also say that some of these GMO foods or the organisms, they are pretty important because they have many incorporated with some nutrients. Maybe you may find some of crops, they have been introduced with variety of nutrients. You find that it's a carbohydrate, but it contains some of its vitamins. Many years this has been seen, and you find that such diseases such as malnutrition that occurs when you find that mostly in the current of the modern world, whereby you find most of the children they like consuming rice, for example. This rice, when it is grown with the GMO, you find that it has such nutrients such as vitamins, and incorporated with other nutrients, malnutrition will not occur in such a case.
Yeah, and there's also the farm for that is the foods for the animals like cows and goats, others. So when we shall have enough food to feed them, maybe you can, the cases of dry part of the country, like the northern part of the country, with these GMOs, we are able to feed the pastoralists and also their animals. This will be good for the country. Yeah.
Okay. In addition to that, on side of microorganisms, of which we have bacteria, fungi, and virus, which have been modified, we can produce some antibiotics, antivirus drugs to the country. Okay.
Okay, so I understand that there is a science behind this GMO. So what can you tell me more about this science behind GMO?
GMO from the get go, like from introduction, we thought that GMO are those products which they are genetically make up. Yeah. So the scientists do this. The first one, they do a transfer of gene, one characteristic transfer from one plant to the other. Take an example, there's a plant with a genome for drug resistance or a genome for high productivity. Take an example of a maize. There's a genome specific for production of maybe 2 to 3 cups of maize. So scientists do this, take one, transfer genome from the genome, specifically genome from one plant to the another. They cultivate it or culture it under biological labs, after which they take them to the field after maturity period reaches. So through this science, it has helped in the country in the reduction of several challenges which have been occurring in previous years, like as my friends have said, hunger, malnutrition, among others. So scientists have done research there are some, should we call, false allegation about GMOs and so on and so on. But the scientists, if you are not a scientist, you will not understand about GMOs, because most of people say like GMO products are bad and so on and so on. But if you are a scientist, you really understand that GMO foods, the only stuff which is being interfered is the genome, the gene, the genetic composition of a plant or an organism. So once you alter a certain gene, which is specified for a certain character, it changes the whole organism. That's what GMO, or the science behind GMO.
Yeah, and to add to that, changes always occur in the environment, and it is not just through science but through evolution. So with the science of GMO, that technology, we will be able to enhance evolution to take a shorter period rather than taking 100 years. So that will be good for this country. Yeah.
Okay, as you have just informed us that the government has already approved these GMO products, so how will it be? Will it be affordable for Kenyans, specifically the farmers? And if so, how will the farmers be able to obtain the products?
Yeah. According to the research and the usage of GMO in other countries, we find that there is surplus foods when you grow GMOs, and with this surplus, it means that when the supply is high, then, and you'll find that when there's highest surplus, then when we come to the country, the prices will go down. And with this competition with the organic products, we find that the prices of GMO will be much more lower than the prices of the current product that we are consuming as a country.
Okay, it's logic that everything that has a benefit, obviously, like it must have a disadvantage. Yeah. So this GMO, does it have any effects? If yes, what can be done to minimize these effects or the disadvantages?
Majorly, if you're gonna reason scientifically, the effects of GMO are minimal, and majorly they are long term. According to the previous research which have been done, so far there is minimal effects about GMO.
The society or the individuals in the country can do in order to overcome these problems is applying the correct procedures and the usage instructions and all that. That will be able to ensure that they don't fall and the disadvantages of using the GMO products.
Yeah, and to add to that, there is the National Biosafety Authority that is dealing with the policy and making sure that the product that you are getting in this country, they are of the best quality and the effects are really few. Yeah.
And also to add another disadvantage, GMO, those genetically modified crops, that procedure usually requires scientific skills. So like it only requires science. So normal farmers, like it's somehow difficult for them to do that modification. So they only request, like we're gonna request maybe the government to equip scientists with capital and other resources so they can continue doing the scientific or genetic makeup changes.